Hey everyone, welcome to episode 12 of Pacific Drive, and in this episode, I'm gonna try and progress the story a little bit. Wow, that me and my big mouth. Well, I said I'd do it. But before I do that, I didn't realize you could do this. Apparently, you can actually. I can turn on the radio now because copyrighted music is off. Let me check real quick, actually, because I don't want to have to screw up streamer mode. Yep.
Alicia heard the rabbit struggling before she saw it. It screamed loud and pleasant human-like. They echoed through the dimly lit forest. She headed passing through the thick brush that filled the dark spaces between the trees. Entering a small clearing, she saw the gray-furred creature trapped beneath several dead branches. Alicia knelt and reached forward through the sticks, intending to free the rabbit. As she grabbed its soft flank, she felt movement within. The rabbit was filled with a writhing worm. Alicia pulled gently, but the creature was stuck firmly against the ground, its screams drilling into her head. She pulled harder, and with a clang sound, like the bedpost separated, began a clean feet. She could see what appeared to be translucent vines crackling on the earth where the rabbit was trapped. A few were milky white, and several were bright red, spilling crimson drops from their tips. Several more strands were dangling from underneath the now silent big rabbit. Were the trees feeding on this animal?
I keep on saying this. This game could be a genuine horror game if the developers really wanted it to be. Well, alright then. I think I got everything I wanted taken care of.
Thank you for tuning into KRBZ The Zone. Here today we're with Dr. Garlic.
Corliss.
Oh, my apologies, Corliss. They're here to discuss their new book, Minty Fresh Nightmares, and how going to bed with fresh breath is the root cause to all mouth-based nightmares.
Yes, this is true. Brushing your teeth before bed causes you poor sleep.
So why would fresh breath give me nightmares about my teeth?
Well, what you have to understand about the mouth.
Yeah, I could agree.
The sleeping, the snoring, the salivating.
Yes.
When you salivate, you release an enzyme, a chemical, that combines with the mint, and it gives you the horrible nightmare.
Yeah, I suppose I could see that being a bit of a self-work.
And taste, haunted, beset upon by horrors the likes the world has never seen.
You know, every time I go to the dentist, I always have nightmares about that too. They always keep talking about how I need to floss more, and I don't get it. Is this part of the minty freshness?
I would like to study you.
Oh,
I'm at a lot of stories about that one. That was just weird. Oh wait. Alright. To the highway we go. Electro-damaged car jolts to speed. Abductors move faster, fuel drains faster, invisibility will start instability. Perpetual stability, okay. Yeah. So I want to upgrade my engine. So I think that's going to be like one of the first things I do. I forgot to refuel. At least there's a gas station right there. That's nice. Man, how could I have forgotten to refuel? Now I feel like kind of a moron. There we go. The succulent. All right then.
On me, I have a fear about the future. 'Cause when you're building something new,
It's not breaking in if no one shows up to... It's not breaking in if no one calls the police. The rocks are breathing. So you're telling me I can waterboard rocks? I will use this information for only chaos.
my aching
Ooh, shit. Jesus! Whew. That was interesting. Okay. That was eventful, or uneventful, I guess. Back to the marshes we go. Oh, it goes back. No, it doesn't. Fuck you. Alright. Get that out of my system. Yeah. Fucking tourists. Both. Hell is that? I'm sorry. What? Oh. I just get one of these? Okay. Shit, I ain't complaining. I probably should readjust my inventory later. I think the next zone is perpetual stability because I really need to grab some marsh eggs.
Driver. Okay, first off, I've loaded up 3 locations on your ARC device map. You see them? Head to whichever strikes your fancy.
You're sending them to the Visions?
Sure am. We're going to use this.
Bioptical vassalizer. You shouldn't use that.
Why not?
I mean, it's been decades, and there's no way that thing is in any sort of working shape.
I've been fixing her up in secret, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad. It's gonna be a surprise for your birthday. Oh, I've gone ahead and made an itty-bitty modification to your headset, driver. I've hooked up the basilizer here to modulate your scan function. Think of it like,
like an extra layer of mayonnaise on your technology sandwich. No spoilers. We have to tell the story from the beginning.
Time. Get ready to feast your eyes on the Visions.
The hell are you? Go. Oh shit.
This is where your theory comes in, Francis. You tell him. Look at me, man. By the way, Francis, you explain it. It's so good.
No, it's just I'd rather not.
Come on, we talked about this. You should be proud of your work. You toot your own horn.
Not this time.
Okay. Well, Francis's theory, his entire branch of research was that the zone exhibits a property seen nowhere else on Earth. Every phenomena that occurs here leaves its fingerprint forever on the physical space. So he created this device to pick up on these sub-physical after effects. How did you explain it? It was like identifying a whale's favorite color using only the wake it leaves behind. The rest was science mumbo-jumbo.
It's a form of electromagnetic imprint. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
And what a better time than now to try it again?
Alright.
The inverting doorway.
No, I don't like this one. Hey, is it just me, or did this mirror look different before?
Probably the instability messing with the paint over time. It's been decades after all.
Nah, something's definitely off. Hey, where's our old notes from when we took a field trip out that way? Driver, why don't you go ahead to the next one while we investigate this?
So how much you want to bet that this is just going to be one of those situations where it's like, oh my god, it turns out the instability is actually a living creature? Or something like that. Or maybe like the instability is getting more and more, what's the word? Unstable as time passes. Thus, so it's going to be up to us to eventually stop the instability. Kind of interesting that this game had like 2 different endings, where either A, you leave and that's it, the story ends, world's still in peril, or you try and save it, but it leaves you stuck here forever. Probably not gonna happen, but would be interesting, wouldn't it?
The Bigfoot mural.
My personal favorite. Oh, did you see that, Francis? Oh boy, Francis, look. Look here. It's different from our sketch when we visited in '82.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar. If you tilt your head, doesn't that kind of look like Mount Olympus?
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is. Wait, let's look back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull the topographical maps of the peninsula. If you look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus. See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work.
I don't think this is the basilizer's doing.
Driver, we're on to something. Get to that third vision.
Driver, if you come across a mushroom like the one in the mural, do not eat it. No matter how tasty it might look.
You're speaking from personal experience. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke all over again. You've probably passed the biogenerators by now. They're our source of power in the mid-zone, and one of the best demonstrations of renewable Lin tech. Yes, these battery farms keep our lights on,
But more importantly, they're also the only place in the entire zone where anomalized mushrooms grow.
And guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms? Bigfoot itself! And the vision foretold its arrival in the zone.
It started when those pods hanging from the battery farms were found chewed up. At first, they blamed it on the local wildlife. This was back when we used to have some. Then, the sightings of 10-foot-tall creatures started that didn't attract much attention on their own.
Not until the first footprints were found. The Olympic Peninsula has always had a collection of Bigfoot sightings, but they were rare until Bigfoot had its first taste of the anomalized mushrooms. Then it couldn't stay away. And that's when the Squatches came knocking. They jumped the walls, set up camp, and they got to investigating. Once they learned of the Sasquatch's appetite for these mushrooms, they cultivated entire farms of the stuff.
For months, they propagated mushrooms and set traps. And for months, evidence mounted that Sasquatch was making its rounds
and evading those traps. Until one night, the experts disappeared.
Bigfoot got them, no question.
Come on, all 8 at once? How is that possible?
Never get in the way.
Of a hungry Sasquatch.
That's funny.
So about that last vision.
The Great Pile Up. You know,
If you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead, you can spot the helmsman's body in one of the boats.
No chance. It's a paint smudge, nothing more.
Well, believe me, it's true. I've seen it. No, I'm telling you, the helmsman never made it out of the zone. He died here.
Not this again. I still don't know why you're so convinced they existed in the first place.
Driver, back me up here. This is how the story goes. It was the winter of '72. A ship set sail down the Columbia River 100 miles east of here. The helmsman was overcome by bad weather, and while in a particularly foggy patch, the boat hit something, and the impact threw him from the deck. When he woke up, he was on a boat on this very lake, smack in the middle of the zone, with no idea how he got there. He had with him a ridiculous amount of cash and paid anyone and everyone to get him out of the zone. But no matter how he tried to leave, on foot, in a transport, he would always head into a fog and reemerge on another boat. At last count, the Great Pile-Up was 20 boats high and 30 boats wide.
A limb duplication glitch, nothing more.
You, of all people, blaming Lim Tech instead of a good old-fashioned mystery?
It doesn't add up. Artist's favorite pastime was carting people out of the zone. How could someone actually fail to escape? And a mysterious man with a backpack full of cash, and the one place he can't spend it. Seems awfully fishy to me.
My theory, and that vassalizer, they're illegitimate.
Wait, what are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out. So, I forged the data. Not much, just enough to justify more time. I was so close. I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner. But Arda found out. That's why I was reassigned and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs voluntarily.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it, and then for that to happen, I couldn't face you.
That doesn't mean your theory is wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard.
The ones that seem to recall the past somehow. Maybe the remnants access those imprints. They're like a needle in the groove of a record.
don't. You don't have to do that.
It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
But listen, I've got this suspicion, right? If we can just get the car to the mass hallucination source, what do we find that can prove your theory? It's worth a try, isn't it?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Look, I don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Oppie have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your research.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do this with her. Oppie led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern. She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to Oppie again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean...
I've had enough.
He'll come around. Sorry, driver. We'll see you back at the auto shop.
Drama. Oh, Jesus. Screw it, I got time. Yoink. Oh, for the love of... Just give me it. You know what? Fuck it. That was annoying.
Interesting thing about that deep zone area you identified. I ran every coordinate in that area through the ARDA database, and what turns up? But access logs with entry records for Dr. K up through
March 1963.
What? No, the doctor died in 1961. In the lab accident.
So we were told. Then, I found access logs for both that deep zone site and Red Meadow. Years and years worth of activity.
The Red Meadow Research Facility? But it was demolished the same year. After the structural damage caused by the... lied about that too, didn't they?
It appears so. The driver should give the Red Meadow ruins a visit. If Dr. K didn't die that day, I'd like to know what was keeping him so busy.
So would I, but... do we have time for this? We don't know how long the driver's got with that remnant.
And that's why we need this information. Whatever Dr. K was doing relates to all of this. It may be the key to what lies at the end of the road for the driver.
I... agree with you. God, I hate saying that.
Driver, I've marked the Red Meadow facility on your route planner. Head there whenever you're ready.
I guess we're buddy-buddy with Oppie again, huh? You notice how chocolate tastes differently? I mean different to back home. Kinda slimy. Weird. Anyway, real quick, I just want to know, can I make that engine? Hell yeah. Goodbye, old engine. You served your purpose well. Nope. Well, served its job well. And besides, this spot is gonna be. It has a pretty decent replacement. Ooh, Jesus, that's a lot. Never have an item stolen from your grass thanks to this unnaturally sticky canned beer. I think I'll just guess I'll just get this. No, because I really not want to deal with that anymore. Thank you for watching. That was episode 12 of Pacific Drive. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.